In this video, we'll cover the key highlights of AI regulation and governance in US. By end of this video, you'll understand the guidelines set by NIST AI RMF, President Biden's executive order, and Safe Innovation Framework. Welcome to the channel, AI Future Tech, where AI meets tomorrow. AI is becoming increasingly powerful and influential in our lives, from healthcare to finance to entertainment. With such influence comes the potential for misuse. So regulation helps mitigate these risks and build trust in AI technology. Right now, there are no official AI rules in the US, but major political figures and standard organizations have set out guidelines for how to develop and use AI responsibly. These guidelines are like blueprints for building AI systems that are safe and fair. We will talk about three critical guidelines: NIST AI RMF, National Institute of Standards and Technology, AI Risk Management Framework. This is a practical guide for companies to follow when developing AI. Second, President Biden's executive order. This is a policy document that tells government agencies how to use AI responsibly. Finally, Safe Innovation Framework. This is a plan for future laws that would regulate AI development. These guidelines focus on making sure AI is developed safely and ethically, and they also help companies avoid problems in the future. Let's deep dive into NIST AI RMF. This AI framework helps you build a plan for using AI responsibly in your company. It basically has two parts. The part 1 explains what makes AI trustworthy and the types of risk involved. Part 2 gives you 4 steps to manage those risks. Govern, map, measure, manage. In govern, you set clear rules for using AI. In map, you identify potential problems with your AI. As for measure, here is where you track how your AI is performing and if it's causing any harm. And finally, take action to fix any problems you find. NIST also has set up risk management principles to minimize negative impacts of AI system. These risk management principles are considered for hallucination, data privacy, and civil rights. Hallucination is when AI generates incorrect or misleading output. Data privacy is where unauthorized access or misuse of personal data. Finally, civil rights is where discrimination or unfair treatment based on AI decisions. Now, these principles applies to everything that's AI, meaning your own AI system, third-party AI systems you use, third-party use of AI system involving your data. Let's take a minute to understand what are the potential risks of third-party AI misuse. Security vulnerability is the biggest one. It's the unauthorized access to your systems or data. There is also the lack of transparency, which leads to difficulty in understanding their risk assessment methods. Finally, inconsistent policy will lead to complex audits and potential legal or compliance issues. According to NIST, the risk management framework will help organizations overcome these potential risks. Now let's move into President Biden's executive order on AI. President Biden issued a new AI guideline in October 2023. This guideline tells companies and the government how to use AI responsibly. It also outlines key principles for making sure AI is developed fairly and safely. Let me quickly outline the goals in this order. It promotes competition and innovation in the AI industry. It upholds civil and labor rights and protecting the consumers and their privacy from AI-enabled harms. Specifies federal policies governing procurement and use of AI. Encourages developing watermarking system for AI-generated content and warding off intellectual property theft stemming from the use of generative models. And finally, maintaining the national place as a global leader in AI. With that, let's move on to our last section, the Safe Innovation Framework. In June 2023, Senator Chuck Schumer proposed a plan called the Safe Innovation Framework for AI. This plan is like a roadmap for future laws and rules about AI technology. The word safe in the name of the framework stands for security, accountability, foundations, and explain. So in security, it talks about protecting the US from AI threats by understanding how enemies use it, It also helps workers affected by AI automation. In the accountability, it's about building responsible AI system to fight misinformation and bias, protect intellectual property, and address copyright concerns. It also determines who's responsible for AI mistakes. Number 3, foundation. Make sure AI aligns with American values and democracy, protect election from AI interference, develop AI for good while avoiding potential harms. Finally, explain. It figures out what information the government needs from AI developers and tells the public what to expect from AI systems and data. That wraps the Safe Innovation Framework highlight. Even though we talked only about 3 guidelines and framework, there are several state-level AI guidelines being set across the country. 2024 will be the year where a lot of AI regulation will become effective within the US. So folks, hope these key highlights helped you understand AI regulation and governance landscape within the US. Let me know what are your thoughts on these AI regulation and governance. Leave a comment below and let's chat. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more AI future tech adventures in the world of tomorrow.